Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Tuesday. Hope you had a great weekend. And today we are going to be making a card, and I'm going to be using a stamp set called NYX Florals. I haven't used this in a while. Why? Because we have a new product, but I love it. Now there's no sentiments in here, and it's 7 stamps. They're photopolymer, but I think I'm going to leave it blank on the sentiment for now and add it later as I need it. Sorry, my voice. I'm also going to be using some, they're not retired. They are carried over Stylish Shapes dies. So I'm just going to be using one of those today, one of the squares. So let's mix in some new product and some older product. So less chatting, more stamping. Let's get started. Okay, so today I'm going to be using blends, my blend markers. These are the colors I'm going to use. I'm going to use Strawberry Slush. I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to be using Lemon Lime Twist. So I did pre-stamp this image. Okay, and I stamped that in Memento ink because I'm going to be using my blends. So if you are going to be using any other water medium, you need to use StazOn ink. And so today I'm just going to be using my blends. I'm going to be using this also. This is black. Does that look like black, Trevis? No. This is real red. I'm going to stamp one of the little ladybugs and color that in. So I am also going to be using some new designer series paper called Celebratory Sips. I did not get the any of the dies or stamps that coordinate with this, although today is a great day to do that because today, if you purchase a bundle, you get another bundle half off. And so I'm thinking this may be my time that I'm going to get the Celebratory Sips, the bundle. So I'm just going to be using a small piece of this Strawberry Slush. I did cut that out in advance out of the square die from Stylish Shapes. Okay, so I have that cut out. And then this is the piece of designer series paper I'm going to use. Okay, so this piece is, I like it, but this side I really like. So let's see how far I can go. I can't go very far with this. My camera is kind of close. So that'll be good for coloring. Okay, so first I'm just going to color these in. I'm going to be using, I don't want to mix that up. And so I did stamp that in Memento ink, and I have the die that I'm going to cut it out with after I'm finished. Okay, so I have my little mini cut and emboss here, my Pee-wee, but I'm going to color first. And so I'm just going to color the flowers first. And even though these are daisies, I'm going to go with some color. So I'm going to use my Strawberry Slush. And again, just use the side of your blend, right? You don't want to go with the tip too much if you can help it. Now, there's some times where it's so tiny you have to. Or you can use the other tip, which is more like a Sharpie. Okay, so I'm just going to color these in real quick. And then color this one in also. And I just love this Strawberry Slush. Oof. So glad it came back as an in color. So it's here for 2 years. And I am happy about that. I'm just going to use these 3 colors. You could probably go with another color for these little tiny, I guess they're like little cornflowers. But to be honest, I'm just going to make it work with 3 colors. So do you have a problem with choosing colors? If you do, we have the color wheel. And I'm telling you, that thing is really very helpful. Okay, so I'm just going to add, I'm going to let that kind of do its thing while I add some Daffodil Delight. Here, and here, and these little flowers. So I'm going to make these yellow. And then I'll come back and add some shading to these, but I'm just going to start with the lighter. So now I'm using the lighter Daffodil Delight. Okay, now I'm going to come back with my darker Strawberry Slush, and I'm just going to add a little shading. Not a lot. You don't need a whole lot with these. But I'm just going to add a little bit. And you can see how that really can add a dimension to your flowers or to whatever you're coloring. Just that little bit of darker color. Okay, I'm going to add the darker yellow. So if you look at sometimes there's shading on our images, and that is helpful if you are like me and you're not an artist. Okay, so you see these little dots, that can help you show where to add some shading. Okay, now I'm going to add my the light lemon lime twist. And I want to make sure I color the right thing, because one time I colored this completely wrong. And nobody knew, probably but me, but kind of bugged me. So even though I'm kind of using the tip of my marker, I am going pretty light with it. A little bit here. Okay, and I'm going to add a little darker. That alcohol. So when I do that, I'm actually hoping that the alcohol will evaporate. Okay, I love it. Super simple. Okay, while that's kind of doing its thing, I'm just going to stamp this little ladybug on here. And I'm going to stamp one on here also. That's for the inside of my card. Okay, and I'm going to take my dark real red marker that the tip is really kind of frayed. I'm going to use this tip. If you are not careful with your blends, they will fray. So sometimes that happens, but there's plenty of ink still in there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out now on my mini cut and emboss. Hope to line this up perfectly. We'll see. We'll see if I can pull that off. It's really hard. I should have brought a piece of tape over, but I didn't. So let's see if I can do it. Looking pretty good so far. Oh, I like it. Okay, so it doesn't cut out the inside of the flowers too much. So there's some white showing, but that's okay. And then there is a die to cut this out, but guess what? I'm just going to fussy cut this real quick. This little ladybug. Because, you know, I'm a fussy cutter. I really like it. So it'll take me like 1 second to cut that out. Now, whether I can not lose it, that'll be interesting. Okay, so now I have my Strawberry Slush card base. This is 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this. Then I have my piece of designer series paper that I'm going to actually adhere. And so this is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so it's a little bit smaller. And then before I put my flower down, I'm going to add this. It's just kind of an interesting element. And there's a lot of different sizes of these. Let's see where I want to add this. Put it right here. There's a lot of different sizes of these squares. So this one is, do I have my ruler? Yeah. Which one did I use? I used the 1 15/16. Wow, not quite 2 inches square. Okay, now I could pop this up, but I think I'm just going to go straight down with it. I am going to add some ribbon. going to add this right here. And then I am going to add and my glue is right here. Ugh. Add my little ladybug to one of the leaves. Maybe this one. Okay, and then I have my ribbon. And I'm going to use this, my favorite ribbon. This is the white 1/4 inch. I call it, it's kind of like gauze. Okay, so I like to color it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my strawberry. What color do I want to make it? Wow, that's a good decision. I think I might go with the, ooh, this is not, this is lemon lime twist. I mean, lemon lolly. I thought this was, I'm sorry. I thought these were Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to color this. And I'm using lemon lolly. Who knew? Not that much difference, apparently. It's a little bit lighter, obviously. So I'm going to make kind of a big bow. So I'm going to color a little bit on both sides, right, to make it bright. So yeah, you can color your ribbon any color you want. That's why I love white. This is only $8 a roll, and you get 10 yards. So I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to make my ribbon into a bow. I mean, I am getting better at bows, don't you think? I think I do better than I used to. This ribbon must be easy to work with. Okay, now I need a mini glue dot. So I'm going to add this. Ooh, I'm getting low on mini glue dots. Which side do I like? I like this side. Okay. And my mini glue dot. Put this right here. So cute. Okay, and then I am going to add a few gems, and I'm going to use these. These are the Strawberry Slush Pretty in Pink gems. There's also these clear ones. I don't know why they don't talk about those. I guess they're like the ones that people don't use. I do, but okay, so I'm just going to add a few of these. I'm going to add the Strawberry Slush. So when you add your gems, you want to push down on them pretty hard because otherwise they may come off. Okay, so I'm just going to add one right here. Okay, so there is my card. Oh, I'm going to add that in the center. Hold on. So for the inside of the card, because this is Strawberry Slush, it's a little bit dark. I am going to add a piece of white on the inside. And this is 5 by 3 3/4, so you're going to get a nice wide border. So I could make this a really cute birthday card. I could make it a thinking of you card, a sympathy card. It's kind of cheerful for a sympathy card, but you know. I could make it a Mother's Day card, which we already had, but an Easter card. I mean, it could really be anything. So thank you for watching today. My name is Trevis Bossler, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri, and I will see you on Friday. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing. I appreciate it. Bye.